Hello everybody, welcome to the Green Report. Sorry, this is the second time I had to record this. Actually, third time. And this is about Sally Carter's grave. Now, we all know about Sally Carter. I hope you do at least. Now, you know they're not sure about where her grave is and all that because her parents had it moved. She visited her sister in 1837 when she had taken ill. And some say Sally was killed at 16. Yeah, they're not so sure what happened, considering it would take more digging than I can do on my own, and Sarah's still pissed at me. There are 3 different sites. Gave me the same information. There wasn't much of it. There is a site that will let you leave the flower on a grave, even though no one knows where it is. And it is said, and you gotta, the website's called findagrave.com. Now, if you guys see a flower, please leave it for me. Now, there is the Carter house, the Cedar house, I think it's called, where they said that Sally is haunting. Now, they say that it's haunted still to this day. Now, if it is, please, I'd love to find out if it is or not. So what we did is what our client wanted us to do, is to find out for him if it was haunted. And if it was, give him everything we can get on it. Now, this was a very uneventful day. Well, week. We spent a week investigating this house, as well as the gravesite. Like we said, no one really knows where Sally Carter's grave is. So what we did was that we set off, got with a friend of a friend, and he showed us where we were going and all of that. We came down there, we went there to the Carter house, and we found a couple of things. Well, not the house, but the Cedar house. We went there, and we hooked up our cameras. We hooked up everything we could to get all the information we could. We did EVP sessions. We did EVPs at the grave. We even set a camera at the grave. We caught little next to nothing. Now, this was a very interesting place, though. We did our camera session. We set off to the grave, to see the grave. I was curious, because it's what got us out here in the first place. I was curious about the Sally Carter grave. So, it had been said, legend had said that she was killed at the age of 16. No one knows much more other than that than I was willing to look up, or Sarah was willing to look up. We were going to ask some locals, but no one would talk to us. This is Alabama, okay? I've never been here before, but, So, then what we did is that we set off about recording sessions, EVPs and all that, and Sarah still pissed at me at the Wendigo, because of the Wendigo thing. Yeah, that was not my idea of fun either, being separated from the group and nearly being killed. Not my fun time. But we had our differences, and we had to work them out. So as we sat there and sat at the grave, me and Sarah were talking. We were getting along pretty good, trying to catch her EVPs and stuff like that. Not much to do. Got a little cold, but it was outside, so nothing to stock up the paranormal. So we then decided to go and check to see what Jim was doing. We walked, from the grave to the house to have some fun. I know it's probably pretty far distance, but it doesn't matter. We decided to, And as we were walking along, I got a phone call from Jim in the cell, and he said He caught a little bit here and there, but nothing to be excited about. We should go to our client and show him what we had. And I said, okay, pack up the gear. We'll get along, get there, get gone. Now, our client was an eccentric young man. He was in his early 20s. He wanted to put some money into this place, and he also wanted to put some money thinking about buying this cedar house. And the grave was just something that he wanted us to check out to see if it was the same person that was supposedly haunting the grave that was haunting the house. Now, wasn't much to say about that. Now that we had free reign and we were getting paid, we did as much research and information that we had. All our information, all the research that we did, all of the cameras and equipment and stuff like that, all the stuff that was recorded on the equipment was given to him. We do not own that. It is strictly our clients. That's our rule. Sorry, I had to get me a drink. I've been doing this all day. He looked over what we had. He thought it was good enough. And he gave us the money, wrote out a check, and we left. Now, then Jim gets a phone call, and it is from another client of ours. He's looking to invest into something. Now, what that is, I'll have to wait for another time. I'm done with this recording. Thank y'all for listening. I know this is a short one. I do short ones when I have very little information and there wasn't much to it. I wanted to do this one because I thought it was rather interesting. And it starts the whole Alabama thing up. And it might get a little bit more action-y later on, but you'll have to stick with it to understand what I mean. So, just hang in there. And I'll check with you guys in the next one. Good luck and good night. God bless.